Hey, you guys. What's up? How's things? So, I've been kind of going through, you know, drawers and been to a couple thrift stores lately and was lucky enough to find a couple packs of blank cards. I always look in at thrift stores in office supplies. Um, not all thrift stores have sections for office supplies, but thankfully, some of the ones that I go to, they do. And anyway, so I found this pack of, I don't know, there was probably about 100. This isn't all of them. This is about half of them of this set. So these are like, for invitations or, stuff like that. Wedding invitations or thank you cards or whatever. Anyway, so I thought these would be perfect for making some thank you cards to tuck into my Etsy packages. So I like those. They're kind of the color of like a avocado dyed paper, And then I also found this set, which are just like an announcement. It's a single piece. It's not a card. It's just, like a single piece. So this just screams, attach an image there and then just do some stitching around it and, call it a thank you card, So with envelopes. So those are cool. And then these are actual thank you cards. And I thought it would be really fun to kind of, as Wendy would say, zhuzh these up a little bit and still keep them as a thank you card, but I thought it would be fun to just fold it backwards like that. Maybe do a little collage here, and then it would still say thank you on the inside, So it's a pretty thin cardstock. But yeah, so I thought that would be kind of fun, and maybe we could do some of those together. These, I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do with these. I don't really know. I might wind up actually coffee dyeing some of these and then, maybe do something and use them in journals or something. I don't know. Or I have some stamps that I had made from Signet Stamps with like my logo and stuff like that. So I thought it might be kind of fun to do some embossing with those stamps on these. So something. And then, maybe do something with a collage and just attach some images on here and do some stitching. So, but I thought, let's just do something with these guys for now. I've been sort of looking on Etsy at, you get bored with the stuff that you already have, right? So sometimes you get like suggestions on Etsy of different things that they think you might like. And so this shop actually came up as a suggestion of something I might be interested in. And I definitely was, because I thought these were beautiful collages that were in an Etsy shop. The name of the shop is Malena Art Designs. A lot of you guys probably know this shop. I've never visited them, but they did have some stuff that I thought was really cool and kind of right along the lines of the type of collage that I like to do myself. So I thought maybe some of this would be fun to use in some of these collages. I like the tone. I like that the color is nice and rich and just very versatile. Okay. So these are pages. I think I bought like, I don't know, I think maybe 8 or 10 different listings that they had, or she had, or has. And I just pulled from those listings, I pulled pages that I really liked out. And I don't know why this one printed different. See, that is totally different. same paper and everything. Oh, it is different. Okay. See, I thought it was the same. She's just done some, it's slightly different up in this area, but over here it's the same. So it's just like a sort of a different, this is kind of a different version of this. So, and it's also lighter. You can see that. Anyway, so I pulled out images from some of those listings that I thought I would use, you know, for collage, to do these cards. And then some of them I printed 2 to a page, so I would have smaller versions of those. And, you know, that's something you can always do with these types of digital images, is just, you know, you can, if they're JPEGs or whatever, you can always crop them and print them in different ways and things like that, you know, once you buy it. And as long as it's cool with the seller, that you use them in, you know, works that you intend to sell or whatever, then I think that's fine to crop them and print them off in different ways. So anyway, so there's those. And then there was also another shop that I found. Actually, hold on. These are not from Malena Art Design. These are Pink Monarch prints. Sorry. Yeah, these are Pink Monarch prints. Okay. And I will definitely leave links in the descriptions to the couple shops that I wanted to talk to you about. Yeah, so sorry about that. These are Pink Monarch prints, okay, the collages. And then so are these. There was some, like the town, and it only clued me in because I see it's printed on here. And then these are just like some little tea cards. And I just wanted like small images to use on some of these. Something different than what I've already got, you know. Anyway, so yeah, these are all Pink Monarch prints, okay, and then these just little tea cards also. And I thought these would actually be nice printed even smaller than that, but I didn't do that. And then these are the ones that are the Malena Art Design. I think, did I get these all screwed up? Hold on, let me check. Yeah, these are the Malena Art Design. There's nothing that prints on these, but so these are journal kits. And again, it's the same thing, where I cropped this is supposed to be like 2 pages for a journal, right? So I wanted these to print larger, like I wanted this to be 1 full page. So I just cropped it with that being a full page. And here's what we got. So it's basically, you know, that printed larger, you know. Anyway, because what I loved about these is that these little framed images that you can just cut out, you know, and I thought those would be really cool to use in these collages and on my little thank you cards, you know, kind of botanical and all that and vintage at the same time. And it's such a cool book. I don't know where these images came from. I've never seen them before. Maybe one of you guys knows where they came from, but they're just beautiful. Anyway, so I thought those would be fun to play with. And then these are a couple other pages from one of her kits. So I think I bought 5 or 6 of her listings also. And then there was another shop that I actually bought some stuff from that was kind of cool because, you know, everybody loves William Morris. And so, well, not everybody, but many people do. And I was just kind of looking for some William Morris stuff to use in collage and, you know, maybe some stuff that had been, you know, altered somehow or whatever. Anyway, I came across a really cool shop called the Torn Page, and I did actually buy some of their listings, and they're nice because one of the lists, and I'm sorry I didn't print it. I should have printed it, but they're like small, like there's like 8 to a page, so they're just like small images of different William Morris fabrics and wallpapers and things like that. So if you don't want like a whole page of just those little really beautiful patterns and designs, those are neat. And I think I might actually print some of those to use on either on these or on these guys, you know. Anyway, so check them out. The Torn Page, Pink Monarch Prints, and Malena Art Design. So these pages, most of this stuff are things that I found on either New York Public Library or some other public domain, you know, image site or something. I can't remember where these came from, but I think these are from the New York Public Library. But again, these are just small images that I thought I could cut apart and use on these little cards. So obviously I printed a ton of them. So like this one, I loved the images, but I wanted them smaller, so I just printed 2 to a page and made some smaller ones. Anyway, so these ones were fine. But so lots and lots of botanical type stuff and some things to use in collage. And I guess I've sort of turned a page on, you know, my feelings about digitals. I'm coming around, I guess. Part of that has to do with my printer and the fact that I'm just really happy with the EcoTank printer, and you know, I'm able to print things, you know, a little bit cheaper, and I like the quality, and I've learned a lot about you know, what type of paper to use too. So anyway, okay, so gosh, 12 minutes in and I haven't even done anything. But I did want to show you guys those Etsy shops, because I'm pretty happy with what I got from them. Anyway, so what I want to do is I'd really like to use up some of my scraps from the box. Okay, I've got this box of all kinds of things. I'm going to try not to break into any full pages, but, you know, it's hard to not do that. I've also got a little stack of like little notebooks and things like that that I like to pull from. So if I can't find what I want to use in here, then I'll go for the box of small book pages or maybe some of the handwritten stuff. But I'm going to try to stick to this box. There are some handwritten things in here, but full pages. So I'm trying not to use full pages. I really want to use the scraps. All right, those are going to go over here too. Those are full page things. Just look at your scraps, Jessica. So sometimes you have to do that. Like, just tell yourself, okay, like, don't even make it an option. I shouldn't have even pulled these out. So I got some happy mail. I got some happy mail from Joyce, and I think I am going to do a video, a happy mail unboxing video, because there's some cool stuff in there. I haven't opened everything, but there's some cool stuff in this box, and she also has an Etsy shop too, so it'll be kind of fun. It'll be like almost like an Etsy shop share kind of thing. Anyway, so these are some ledger scraps. I also thought it would be kind of fun. I bought some Louise has had some stuff on hold for me for quite a while, and I finally was able to pay her. And let's see, now that, see, people ask me all the time, what, don't things smear? Yes, they do. So that's what happens. But you know, it's not the end of the world. I'm not like all broke up about it. I'm gonna set that one aside because I don't know if I want to use that now. Anyway, it just depends on the ink. I might be able to salvage that, but yeah, so I want to have my thank you on the inside now. Okay, so I'm still going to use a piece of that, but now I know that the ink will smear, so I'm going to just have to be really careful with it. It's interesting. I must not have used this this ledger that much in collage or something, because I don't remember it ever doing that. Could have just been the pen, that particular pen that they used, you know. Might not be the whole ledger, because see, like this page has different ink, so it's a different, must be a different pen. I don't know. I'm carrying on. So I'm just looking for, see, I don't like that that's the same tone as that one. I'm just looking for things that I can use sort of as like a background, to use one of those little botanical images on top of it. So what have you guys been doing? You guys staying out of trouble? Yeah, I'm not going to use that. I think I might use this little piece though. Actually, there we go. So I'm just trying to keep these really simple. Like, they don't have to be super complicated, you know. These are just for thank you cards. They're not, I mean, I want them to look nice, but you know, they're not meant to be like masterpieces. See, that smeared a little bit. Anyway, so let's just move on. Yeah, so I should have some goodies coming from Louise here pretty soon. Pretty excited about it. Yeah, these are really thin. There we go. Okay, I need some book page. There we go. Just a little bit of book page. See, I just want to just kind of give a little bit of a base for some of these like botanical images. So Sebastian, my son Sebastian, that is my, I think he's 23. He's kind of like the last one to linger at home since Sammy left for college. And anyway, so Sebastian just bought a house. I'm so proud of him. And he's supposed to be moving in this coming week. So it's pretty exciting. So I'm going to be an official empty nester after raising 5 boys, basically by myself for the last, I would know, how many years has it been? It's been about 15 years, I guess. Maybe 16, 17 years since I split up with my ex-husband. But yeah, so yay me. They're almost all gone. And they're all still alive. Nobody's in prison. Nobody's addicted to drugs. Nobody's been, injured horribly or maimed or anything. And yeah, so pat myself on the back, I guess. Sometimes, it's I don't know, it's just mind-blowing to think about how quickly time goes by when all of a sudden your kids are grown up, Anyway, I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate. Does seem like they were bad little boys running around getting into trouble just like a couple years ago, Now all of a sudden they're like giving me advice about things and stuff like that, It's a cool little piece of ledger. So once I get started doing something like this, like it seems to just, flow, and, it just comes easier. Let's bust into one of these pages. I'm actually going to cut out this one. I don't really mind having the sharp edges on some of these because I can use those to sort of frame it in on the front of the card. I can use the corners because that's kind of what I've been doing with the other pages too. Sort of trying to maintain a little bit of a frame around the edge. See, like around the edges here, I've been trying to maintain a little bit of a border. See, like this one. Just like a little bit of an implied border. So, again, I do think it works better when you're tearing paper and you don't want to have that really strong white line. If you sort of tear and separate both sides at the same time rather than tearing it like this or like that. Like, you guys know what I mean. I think it works better to just pull it apart like that. Just my own thing. Since for some reason lately I haven't really been inking stuff that much like I used to. Like I used to ink everything, and lately I don't know, I just haven't been doing it. But if I did have like a really dramatic white edge like that and it bothered me, then obviously I would ink it. But I try to just avoid having that by tearing in that kind of way. Does that make sense? Put this little piece of, actually, so I'm still fantasizing about moving to Alaska to port protection. I don't know what it is. I keep thinking, well, if there's internet and if I can get internet, even like with satellite or something, and postal service, then I could do it. I could pull it off, you know. It's kind of like when I had gone down to Arizona. I went to Jerome with my mom a few years ago. I wanted to move there so bad. and you know, I just thought, well, they have internet and they definitely have mail service. Like, I could totally live there, you know. It's one of those things when you're self-employed and you're just kind of doing this type of thing where, you know, you're not really nailed down anywhere, especially now that the kids are all grown and gone, right? I really want to use that piece somewhere, but I want it to sit on top. So let's see. I'm gonna see if you just pull it apart to the side, it doesn't really give you that white edge. Of course, this paper is not super thick either. It's pretty thin. It's actually photo paper, but it's real thin. Anyway. So yeah, I thought it would be really fun to just move up to Alaska and live right on the ocean and go and catch halibut and things like that. And then I woke up this morning and it was like I could barely walk. My hip hurt so bad. So yeah, so I don't know. I don't think going out and collecting firewood or cutting firewood and hunting deer is really in the cards for me. Maybe I should check out that dating site for singles in Alaska. I'm just kidding. I'm joking. Anyway, I'm super excited to show you guys this this happy mail from Joyce. It's gonna be fun. Anyway, okay, so we've got a few of those done. So basically, I'm gonna do the rest of these, okay? And I'm gonna have to cut some of these pieces out. I wanted to show you though how I plan to use these because I think they're just beautiful. Anyway, so you can see there's like little frames around each one of these little like specimens, you know. So I'm just going to cut them out. Some are obviously larger than others. So pretty. Maybe cut them out with like kind of a wonky border or something, you know. And there's some writing here and there. So some of them are like real thin like this. And then others are bigger. I'm going to do one more. Because I really like these two images right here. These two. And then let's see how some of these will work. All right. So I've got like 5 of these little cards. I also have some, these are just images that I printed off over the last, you know, however long, and just things that need to get used. But these are cabinet cards that I've scanned and printed off on really nice glossy photo paper. So I'd like to try to use some of these on maybe some of these cards, you know, but they need some kind of background or something. So I thought maybe just like a simple, like a book page or something, just to kind of break up the contrast, you know, of, because the color is so similar, right? But wouldn't that look cool with just like a book page behind it? You know, I think that would look really cool. Anyway, just thinking out loud. So yeah, then I'm just going to take these little images and let's see, just kind of glue them down. Just glue them down. And then I'm going to stitch them on the sewing machine. Just right around the edge of the image. So these are kind of fun. Let's see. Use this taller one. There. See? That looks cool right there. And this way I can do a whole bunch of them. And they all have a little bit of a vibe, you know, collage-y type of vibe, and vintage kind of vibe. That one's cool. So this one I could use like a larger image on. Aren't these fun? I just think they're so fun. Just do this all day. I probably will do this all day. I might do that happy mail though. Anyway, so that one, let's try. I really want to use one of these. Yeah, that'll work. So these don't even have to be glued down perfect because I'm going to do some stitching right around the edges. So I'm smearing that ink. That's okay. Not a huge deal. Okay, that one. This one. Or wait. No. Or that one. No, I'm going to use the thistle. So then I was thinking maybe on the inside of these little thank you cards, I could do a little pocket, because oh my god, that just makes it over the top, doesn't it? Because when I do this stitching on the sewing machine, you're going to see it on this side, you know. So I thought it might be kind of cool to just do a little pocket on the inside of these thank you cards, because I do like to tuck little things into my thank you cards that I send in my Etsy shipments, and I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if that happens. But in the meantime, let's see if we can just stitch a couple of these up, just so I can kind of show you what they wind up looking like. Dust my sewing machine off. Get some of the cat hair off of it. Okay. All right, let me start with the last one, or with the first one that I did. So I'm just going to go right around the image. I'm not gonna and I'm doing it a little bit messy, right? Like not super perfect. Like I kind of go off the edges a little bit with my stitching. See, just like right around the border of the image. And so this is what I'm talking about. So on the inside, you see that stitching. So, but you know, that's okay. I mean, that's not like a huge deal, is it? Anyway, so I think they come out really cute. And then it still says thank you on the inside, right? If I wasn't using this sewing machine, whoops, my machine came unthreaded. If I wasn't using this machine, then I might do a little bit of zigzag or something like that, but going back and forth from straight stitch to zigzag on this machine, I don't like it. Some kind of fault in the thread here. There was like a big chunk. Made the thread break. Oh my God. Sometimes these automatic threaders are more of a pain. Also, I'm using one of these guys for my thread because I've got all these giant spools of like serger thread, you know, and sometimes they're just kind of weird. The thread holder is kind of weird. Like you have to have it at a certain angle above the thread, and you have to have the needle holder or the thread holder in a certain position by the machine too. Like it has to be kind of close to where the thread would normally be on your machine. Anyway, I don't know if that's making sense to anybody, but my thread is actually twisted around the needle now. Isn't this a fun video, you guys? Okay. Jessica fighting with her sewing machine. That's one thing about using thread that is not brand new. Sometimes you do have some struggles, like, you know, it can be a pain. Like it can break real easily, or, you know, like this thread is actually made to use in a serger. So, I mean, I don't really know what the difference would be, but it's kind of a pain. But I did get a huge box of it in primarily like this dark navy blue color and some brown. So I have a gazillion spools of that thread, and I see them at thrift stores a lot. So, you know, I buy them because I go through a lot of thread with just making journals and stuff. So anyway, so that's what I'm doing. I'm just going to make a whole bunch of these little thank you cards and use up some more of my paper scraps. Probably create more paper scraps and have something. I'll have something super cute that I can tuck into my Etsy packages, and you know, maybe even use in some journals or something. Who knows? Anyway, so let me push this up here so you guys can see. Yeah, see, so I think they just come out really cute, and I don't really think they need anything more than that, you know. And it says thank you on the inside, and this way other people could use this if they wanted to, like if they are into, you know, smash booking, or, you know, if they're junk journaling, then, you know, this might be something that somebody might want to use in their journal. Or you know, I could even you know, do my stamp, like my little 2 silver oranges stamp or something underneath there or something. I don't know. Anyway, so I'm just going to make up a gazillion of these and stitch them all. And then, you know, I think I'll continue and make some with these and a whole bunch with these. So I might wind up having to make some envelopes. See, I've already done a bunch. So I may need to make some envelopes, because I don't have a whole ton of envelopes in that size. So I might do that, make some envelopes out of some ledger paper or something like that. So, because I think it's nice to have an envelope for a card, right? Oh, and here, yeah, see, I did do some just with some images and then just a book page behind. And I think these would be just really nice to make as just greeting cards for people, right? You know, so thank you cards. So I have lots of thank you cards. So if you ever buy something from my Etsy shop and you don't get a thank you card, you have my permission to send me an email and ask why you didn't get one. Anyway, okay, guys, I'm done blabbering. But yeah, I might be back later with that Happy Mail, because honestly, I really want to get into it. So, and I don't want to get into it and start opening everything and playing with it until I share it, because it's definitely share worthy. So anyway, okay, guys, love you for real. Okay, bye for now.